Hi, I'm Susan from the US COVID Atlas team, and welcome to the US COVID Atlas, an open source data visualization platform connecting pandemic data and community indicators for counties and states nationwide. In this tutorial, I'll run through the basics of getting you started using the Atlas and hopefully help orient you to the map, tools, and data available. So to get started, visit uscovidatlas.org. From the homepage, click the orange button on the right-hand side that says Start Exploring the Atlas. You'll be taken to the US COVID Atlas map. Your home base will be this map control panel on the left-hand side of the screen here. Let's start by turning off the first icon here, which is the Map Variables and Data Sources panel, which is the little gear icon on the top of the map control panel. So by clicking this icon, the first icon in the list, we pull up the Data Sources and Map Variables panel. So this allows you to select your map variables, date range, data sources, and other options. We'll go into the options more in this panel in the second half of this tutorial. Just below the map control panel, you'll see the data details icon, which brings up the community data panel. If you click on a county or state in the map, you'll see the community data panel comes up here with a list of data about the pandemic, about vaccination, testing, then critically, community health factors, social determinants of health, information about essential workers, and community health context. So again, clicking on different counties brings up different information in that panel. So let's turn that off for now. Next, we can look at this line chart. Again, we're looking at this county in Missouri, and we see the line chart comes up when this is selected with different information about this county, with the white line showing the cumulative trend and the yellow line showing the 7-day trend, and this is for case counts. So next, that's an example of the line chart. Next, we have the Add Custom Data icon. This opens the Atlas Custom Data Loader. This feature helps you visualize and analyze your data by loading it into the Atlas web interface. Next, the Report Builder. This controls the Atlas Report Builder tool. With this tool, you can build a custom report to help you and your community understand the context of COVID in an easy to share, readable, printable, shareable format. Lastly, the information icon with tutorial and info brings you to more information about the latest version of the Atlas, a bug report, and more of these tutorials. There are a few other key features outside of the control panel that I want to highlight to help orient you to the map. On the top of the map, you'll find the time slider and calendar here. This allows you to explore the entire timeline of the pandemic back from March 2020, even going back even further into February and January, but from really taking off in March 2020 through all of 2020, 2021, and up to today in 2022. This is a really powerful tool that you can click through different dates, use the calendar feature to go to a specific date to view data at different points in time. At the bottom of the map, you'll find a legend here, which provides a guide to interpreting the map colors as well as the data values. You can slide over the legend to highlight the specific values in each color category. Note that values with 0 or missing data show up as a light gray here. The fastest way to get started exploring the data is using the Map Variables and Data Sources panel. So let's click that on with the little gear icon. First, you can select from the Variables drop-down menu to display data on cases, deaths, testing, vaccination, and community health information. I'm going to select Confirm Count per 100K population. Then you can select your date range, 7-day average, or daily new confirmed count rates, cumulative count rates, or even a custom date range. Next, select your geography. So you can select either county or state level. We can see that the state level data looks quite different, but I'm going to stick to county level so we can get into the granularity of each individual county. Then you can select your data source, particularly for confirmed cases and mortality or death rates. We have multiple data sources available, which allows you to compare for accuracy and uncertainty in the data across sources. Next, you can select a map type. So select either a natural breaks or box map, both types of thematic maps, which we highlight more in the thematic maps tutorial. Or you can select a hotspot map, which is a type of, uses spatial analysis to identify hotspots and cold spots across the country. You can learn more about that in the hotspot maps tutorial. Then you can select the visualization type. We even have 3D maps. I'm going to go back to natural breaks, but a 3D map that helps you see the data in new vertical ways. We also have a dot density map and a cartogram map, so you can see the data again in different ways to help you understand what the variance looks like among the data. I'm going to go back to 2D. In the overlay features, you can choose from overlaying boundaries of different regions, such as Native American reservations, hyper-segregated cities, and U.S. Southern Black Belt counties. And under the resources panel, you can highlight different public health resources, such as clinics or federally qualified health centers, FQHCs, visible here, hospitals, visible here, and if we zoom in, we can see it a little more detail with both clinics and hospitals visualized here. We also have an option for plotting federal vaccination sites, which were big federally funded sites, really critical early on in the vaccination rollout. So that's it for getting started with the Atlas. There's a lot more to find out, but in this toolkit, you'll find much more in the written and video tutorials, such as exploring spatial and timescales, plotting hotspot maps, and creating beautiful, customizable community reports that can help you share data stories in new ways. So visit uscovidatlas.org/learn to find out more.